The universe started absurdly organized, and nobody knows why. Here's the part that should keep you up at night. The universe didn't just begin. It began in a state so unbelievably ordered, so perfectly arranged, that the odds of it happening by accident are almost impossible to write down. Not messy, not random, precise. Think about it. If you shuffled a deck of cards 1 billion times, you'd never get a perfect order by chance. Yet somehow, at the very first instant, everything, every particle, every ounce of energy was sitting in an extraordinarily low entropy, high order state. Physicists call this the past hypothesis, and it's one of the biggest unsolved riddles in all of science. It's not a small detail, it's the foundation on which everything else stands. Because if the universe hadn't started this way, there would be no arrow of time, no difference between past and future, no you reading this right now. And here's the shocking part, nobody has a real answer for why it started that way instead of some other way. Scientists can describe what happened a fraction of a second after the beginning with incredible precision, but push back far enough, and the equations go silent. Silence is uncomfortable for scientists. It means the beginning of everything, the reason we exist at all, is sitting right there, unexplained, staring back at us, daring somebody to figure it out. Time itself might be an illusion created by disorder. Here's something that will mess with your head. Time may not be a fundamental thing at all. It might just be a byproduct of disorder increasing. Everything tends to go from order to chaos. A hot cup of coffee cools down, never heats up on its own. A broken glass never reassembles itself. This one-way street is called entropy, and it's the only reason we can tell past from future at all. But strip away entropy, and the laws of physics don't actually care which direction time flows. They work the same forwards or backwards. So the ticking clock you feel every second of your life, it's not some cosmic constant handed down from on high. It's a side effect of the universe stumbling from an impossibly ordered beginning toward a messier, more chaotic future. That means the reason you can remember yesterday but not tomorrow isn't some deep law of nature. It's a consequence of where the universe started. Shuffle that starting point. And memory, aging, cause and effect, all of it could work completely differently. This idea quietly demolishes the comforting notion that time is solid ground under our feet. It's not. It's a slope. And we're all sliding down it, from order into disorder, from the beginning toward wherever this is all heading, without ever really knowing why the slope existed in the first place. Asking why might be the wrong question entirely. Most people want to know why the universe began. But here's an uncomfortable truth. Science was never really built to answer why, only how. Physics can tell you how particles interact, how energy transforms, how galaxies form. But when you ask why there's something instead of nothing, why the laws of physics are the way they are and not some other way, you've stepped outside what equations can tell you. And that's shocking to admit, especially for scientists who are used to having answers. Every why question you chase down eventually bottoms out into another how, and then another, until you're standing at the edge of a cliff with no more ground to stand on. Some people find this terrifying, others find it thrilling, because it means the universe still has secrets, real ones, not just details we haven't gotten around to measuring yet, but categories of ignorance we don't even have the right language for. It takes real courage to say I don't know when the whole world expects a confident answer, especially about something as enormous as the origin of everything. But refusing to fake an answer isn't weakness. It's the most honest position possible. And maybe that unanswered why isn't a failure of physics. Maybe it's the whole point. Proof that curiosity, not certainty, is what keeps the universe worth investigating in the first place. Not knowing is not a weakness, it's the whole engine of discovery. Here's something that would shock most people. The greatest minds in physics were often most excited, not when they had answers, but when they didn't. Doubt isn't the opposite of understanding. It's the raw material understanding is built from. A universe that started from nothing, that somehow produced stars, planets, and a species capable of asking where it all came from, should make anyone uneasy about claiming they've got it figured out. And that's actually good news, because certainty is where curiosity goes to die. The moment you're sure you have the final answer, you stop looking, stop questioning, stop pushing the edges of what's known. Real scientific thinking lives in the space of maybe, we're not sure yet, and let's test it. That's uncomfortable for most people who want tidy, confident conclusions about where everything came from. But the beginning of the universe refuses to hand out tidy conclusions. It hands out mysteries wrapped in equations, and those equations only get you partway before you hit a wall of pure unknown. Living with that unknown, rather than covering it up with a comfortable story, is what separates real understanding from wishful thinking. So when someone tells you nobody truly knows how or why the universe began, that's not a failure of science. That admission, that willingness to sit in uncertainty, might be the most powerful and honest thing a thinking mind can ever say out loud. At the smallest scales, reality runs on probability, not certainty. Push down into the tiniest building blocks of the early universe, and something bizarre happens. Certainty disappears completely. At that scale, particles don't behave like solid little balls following fixed paths. They behave like probability clouds, existing in multiple possible states until something forces them to settle into one. This isn't philosophy. It's measured, tested, and repeated in labs thousands of times, and it means the very beginning of everything wasn't built on solid, predictable machinery. It was built on chance, on odds, on outcomes that could have gone differently. That should be shocking, because it means the universe you're living in right now, every atom in your body, exists because of quantum probabilities that happen to land a certain way rather than another. Run the beginning again, and different quantum outcomes might produce a universe with different stars, different chemistry, maybe no life capable of asking these questions at all. This isn't comfortable. Most people want the universe's origin to be a fixed, guaranteed, inevitable event. Instead, at rock bottom, reality is playing dice, constantly, at every scale, in every interaction. And somehow, out of that randomness, structure, galaxies, and conscious minds capable of wondering about their own existence still emerged. That tension between chaos at the smallest scale and order at the largest scale is one of the strangest, least resolved puzzles in the story of where everything came from. The universe doesn't owe us an explanation, and that's the most exciting part. Here's the final shock. The universe was never obligated to make sense to us. It doesn't owe humanity a neat story with a clear beginning, middle, and satisfying explanation. It simply is what it is, indifferent to whether we ever understand it. And instead of being depressing, that should be the most electrifying thought you've had all day, because it means every discovery about the beginning of everything was earned, not handed over. Nobody was owed the Big Bang, low entropy, or quantum mechanics. These are things dragged out of nature through centuries of stubborn questioning, wrong guesses, and hard-fought correction. The universe rewards curiosity, not entitlement. It doesn't care if we find it confusing, terrifying, or beautiful. It just keeps existing, following its rules, whether or not anyone is watching or understanding. And that indifference is precisely why the search matters so much. We're not decoding a message written for us. We're eavesdropping on a conversation the universe was never planning to have with anyone. That makes every equation, every measurement, every wild idea about the first instant of existence an act of defiance against the vast silence of space. And that, more than any answer we've found so far, is what makes the beginning of the universe endlessly, hopelessly, thrillingly worth chasing. What if I told you that everything, every star, every galaxy, every single atom inside your own body right now started from something so absurdly ordered, so perfectly arranged, that it makes lottery odds look like a sure thing? That's not poetry, that's physics. And it's the strangest, most uncomfortable fact hiding at the root of everything we know. See, most people imagine the beginning of the universe like an explosion, chaos flying outward in every direction. But that's backwards. It began in almost impossible order. Order so extreme that if you tried to explain it by chance alone, the numbers would break your calculator. Something, or someone doing the math, has to explain why the universe didn't start in a random mess like you'd expect, but in a state of near-perfect arrangement instead. And here's where it gets even stranger. From that ordered beginning, everything since then has been sliding toward disorder. Your coffee gets cold, your room gets messy, stars burn out. That's not just bad luck. That's the entire universe unwinding from a starting point that was too perfect to explain. And that unwinding is the very thing creating what we experience as time itself, not some grand clock ticking in the sky, just disorder increasing, one step at a time, dragging cause and effect along behind it. Now you'd think, with all our telescopes, equations, and satellites, we'd have the full story by now. We don't. Push the clock back far enough, and the equations stop talking. They go silent right at the moment we want answers the most. And that silence isn't a gap waiting to be filled in next year. It might be a permanent edge, a place where the question why simply doesn't have a because waiting on the other side. Go smaller, down into the particles that made up that first instant, and the ground gets even shakier. Nothing down there is fixed. Nothing is certain. Particles exist as clouds of probability, not solid little marbles following predictable tracks. The beginning of everything wasn't a guaranteed event. It was a roll of the dice that happened to land in a way that eventually produced stars, planets, and minds capable of asking where any of it came from. And maybe that's the most honest thing anyone can say about it. Nobody knows for certain why the universe began the way it did. Not fully, not completely, and that's not a failure. That's the whole point. Because the moment you think you have the final answer, curiosity stops. The universe never promised us an explanation. It doesn't owe us clarity, comfort, or a tidy story with a bow on top. It simply exists, following its own rules, whether or not we ever crack the code. But that indifference is exactly why the chase matters. Every fact we've dragged out of nature about the beginning of everything was earned through centuries of wrong guesses, stubborn questions, and the courage to say, "I don't know" out loud, instead of faking certainty. And that unfinished, unresolved, wide-open mystery sitting at the start of time isn't something to fear. It's an invitation. It's the universe daring you to keep asking, keep doubting, keep looking, because somewhere in that not knowing is the most exciting frontier the human mind will ever get to explore. So the beginning of the universe isn't a locked door with an answer waiting behind it. It's an open question, sitting right at the edge of everything we understand, refusing to hand out easy comfort. And maybe that's exactly how it should be. Because the day we stop wondering about it is the day we stop being curious creatures capable of asking the biggest question there is. Keep questioning, keep doubting, keep chasing the mystery. That's where all real understanding begins. What if everything you know, every star, every breath you take, every heartbeat, started from a single moment, so perfectly ordered that the odds of it happening by chance are almost impossible to imagine? Not chaos, not an explosion of randomness, order, precise, deliberate, unexplainable order. And from that single moment, everything since has been unraveling, falling apart piece by piece, and that falling apart is the very thing creating time itself. Every second you feel ticking by is just the universe sliding from order into disorder, and nobody can fully explain why it started so perfectly in the first place. Push deep enough into that first instant, and even the rules break down. Particles don't follow fixed paths. They exist as pure probability, as chance, as maybe. The beginning of everything wasn't guaranteed. It was a roll of the dice that somehow produced you, sitting here right now, asking these very questions. And here's the truth nobody wants to admit: we don't have the full answer. Not yet. Maybe not ever. But that unanswered mystery isn't a weakness, it's an invitation. The universe doesn't owe us an explanation. It never promised clarity. It simply exists, indifferent to whether we understand it or not. So stay with me, because by the end of this, you won't just learn what physics says about the beginning of everything. You'll understand why not knowing is the most exciting place a curious mind can stand.